Some Democrats don't think Biden can win in 2024, so they're looking for better options before it's too late. Well, why don't you lead this? This is a crazy story. The headlines on this story, New York Magazine, headline is, "There has to be a backup." Surely there's a backup. Isn't there a backup, right, for 2024? That's the headline.
Right. What we're seeing, and this is really interesting, and everybody needs to understand this. There's a growing group of Democrats that actually are influential. They do have some power. I think this is kind of originating out of New York, but it's spreading. They don't think this guy can hack it in 2024, and they don't think Kamala Harris can do it in 2024. They don't think Pete Buttigieg can do it in 2024. They are panicking behind the scenes, and those numbers are growing. And they're looking at other people literally from coast to coast. Can we find any breathing human being that would fit the ticket better than him?
Biggest donors are saying this. The biggest power brokers that are involved with the Democrats are saying it. All the dim money sources. That's what the Dems have to worry about. At some point, those sources say, this is not a good bet for me anymore. Let me go ahead. And then they secretly, by way of all kinds of shell games, they start putting money behind Republicans. I mean, we've seen it happen time and time again. So that's the risk. Look, he's the oldest president in the history of this country. Now, if he runs again, he's 86 years old by the time it's all over. He runs at 82 years old. It's just improbable. Now, I know there's people, I love this. There's people out here listening to this. They put their fingers in their ear. I don't want to hear that. It's too painful. Good God, it's too, I mean, that's the worst reaction we can have. Don't say that, Pap. Don't say that, Farron. You're hurting the Democratic Party. Bullshit.
We're the only ones trying to help them.
The Democrats are in such trouble. And so we don't talk about it. But honest to God, you've got people who watch programs like this, and they're so upset that we're saying something that scares them. And rather than saying, okay, I'm scared, let me go do something about it, they put their fingers in there and say, how dare they say this? I mean, it's almost childlike. It's like eighth grade childlike.
It is. And we do see that a lot. And we see it with the criticism of Biden, whether you're doing it, in a video or you're doing it on Twitter, wherever it is. They don't want to acknowledge it. But listen, the Democratic Party, they understand they have a problem. They're admitting this behind the scenes. You have people that have worked with this administration that have come out of this saying, oh my God, we've never seen dysfunction like we're seeing coming out of Kamala Harris's office for the vice president. Folks, we always talked about the chaos of the Trump administration, which it was.
We still talk about it.
Right.
We still talk about what a bumpkin Trump is.
And behind the scenes, it was even worse. And I'm not saying this reaches that level, but when you have the people that are essentially pulling the strings on the party telling you this isn't going to work, we're headed for catastrophe, maybe we ought to listen.
Don't you see this, though, when you're doing a story like this? It's like, nah, I don't want to hear, don't talk to me about it. It is suspension of disbelief. It's what a fourth grader does. So you have to talk about it. Now, here's their reactions. This is what's coming from the progressive side. Well, his doldrums are going to pass. It's just passing through. He's 82, and you know what? That makes him wise. And if he's 86, he's going to be wiser. These are talking points. Okay, here it is. Don't pay any attention. There's nothing to see here. Or how dare you attack or talk about this story because you're hurting Democrats. Let me make something real clear. I ain't a Democrat, and I'm sure as hell not a Republican, and neither are you. I mean, is that kind of we fall? We fall. I don't know what your political affiliation. I guess it's Democrat.
Well, yeah, I'm still registered with him. But I think what's important too is to point out, like you said, this is from New York Magazine. A bit of a high society publication coming out of New York. This is not, a random blogger putting out these thoughts. This is what is happening with the party. If you choose to not believe it, then you are choosing to deny reality.
Yeah, I mean, God bless you. If you want to go, I don't want to hear this, stop it, you're hurting my, If you want to do that, great. But it's time to pay attention because you're this close to seeing a major sea change unless there's something done about this.
2024 is going to be very unpleasant.
Yeah, Farron Cousins, thank you for joining me, okay?
Thank you.